Alright, so I'm going to do something a little different today, in that we know, with 2018 coming to a close, and 2019 obviously bringing us a whole ton of movies that look amazing, and there were some that I wanted to mention on here, but I digress. So, yeah. Also another thing, because obviously you guys know what my #1 movie, most anticipated movie of 2019 is, so I'm actually going to go from 1 to 10. Interesting. This is going to be the first time I ever go backwards on... Technically forwards on the list. Anyway, so yeah. Also, if you wanted a movie on here that wasn't on here already, or not here or higher or lower on the list, it's totally fine. This is just my personal list, and I'm always excited to see what are your top 10 movies you're most anticipated for. And trust me, there are a bunch I'm really excited for, but I marked it down to 10 or we'd be here all night. So, going by #1, because obviously you guys know what my #1 is, it's Godzilla King of the Monsters. Seriously, that first trailer from Comic-Con, oh my god, I was like, I'm in, I don't care what else is coming out, Godzilla is at the top of my radar. And I know it's early in the year, so yeah, I'm really excited for it. Michael Dougherty, or Daughtry, however you want to say it. I've really loved Trick or Treat and Krampus and all the other work he's done, and yeah, I am so ready for this movie. I am so ready for this movie, that's all I can say. So #2 is Avengers, the untitled sequel. Yeah, no big shock there, right? I mean, obviously with how things snapped, how Thanos snapped the whole universe, half the universe out of existence. Of course, I'm really excited for that movie, because I want to know, how do we get back to, normalcy after that crazy shit? So, yeah, the Avengers sequel, Avengers Infinity War sequel, totally, that's my second most anticipated movie. And from what I understand, 3 hours? Yeah, I don't care how long that movie is. It's like a ending for Captain America, everything about that. Yeah, I'm totally in. So, my third anticipated movie, this one's going to be a shock to a lot of people. My third anticipated film for 2019 is the Joker origin movie from Joaquin Phoenix. At first I was like, do we really need a Joker origin film? Do we need this? And I mean, Joaquin Phoenix is a really good Joker, but whatever. But then I saw more of like the test footage and all the news about it, and I'm like, oh, it's kind of like an Elseworld story. That's really neat. And I really kind of dig this version of Joker. I mean, it's obviously, like, not Final Joker. It's, it's a Joker origin film, so obviously we're going to see probably the whole chemicals fall to the ground, or maybe we even won't get that, because again, this is supposed to be like an Elseworld story as a film. So, yeah, it's not a true Joker origin film, because, yeah, the Joker doesn't need an origin. And they're, it looks like they're going off the rails, so yeah. And they've even said that this doesn't really have a lot of continuity with the DC films canon to begin with, so yeah, it's an Elseworld story. And it really gives me hope for maybe we could get an Elseworlds title from DC. Say what you want about DC, they haven't had the best track record lately, but you gotta give them points for going outside the box, for, of course, giving us the first technically villain movie, and also doing this, and maybe possibly spawning a line of Elseworld films. Yeah, I'm in. Plus, Joaquin Phoenix, man, he should have been Joker from the get-go, not, Monster Energy Joker we got in Suicide Squad. Anyway, so there's my #3. #4 is another DC film, but this is going under the assumption that it doesn't get pushed back, because there's been a lot of pushback lately. So, this movie is, of course, Shazam. And initially, this was my most anticipated movie of the DC films before the Joker origin film. But the more I thought about it, I was like, yeah, I'm getting more and more excited for the Joker origin movie. But don't get me wrong, I'm really hyped for Shazam. I am super duper hyped for Shazam. I cannot wait for this movie. That trailer got me, I'm still half and half on Aquaman, but the moment I saw that trailer for Shazam, that made me go, yeah, I'm in. That's everything I need in a Shazam movie. I don't even care if this movie gets rated PG. Alright? The whole point of Billy Batson is that he is a boy living the hero dream, and he's just so wholesome about it. So, yeah, That's, the whole trailer made me go, thank you! You get Shazam! Thank you! So yeah, that's my number 4. That is my number 4. Moving on to number 5. And number 5 is John Wick 3, is John Wick Parabellum, or, yeah, I think it's called Parabellum. I don't know why they don't call it the final chapter, if they call it John Wick chapter, whatever. I really love the John Wick movies. I really love the action in the first and second film, and, you know, it's just a all-around great action trilogy. I've been really enjoying everything they've had with John Wick. So, yeah, I'm really highly anticipating this film. I'm really happy. But here's another thing. I don't want a John Wick 4. I want John Wick's story to end. I want a perfect trilogy, alright? I rarely often get a perfect trilogy. So, please just do 3, we're done. I don't want John Wick 4, I don't want a prequel John Wick, I just want my John Wick trilogy, and I'll be happy. I know that's not, like, why not more John Wick? It's best to go out on a high note, and I'm hoping that the third movie is that high note. Fingers crossed. So, my number 6. My number 6 is The Lion King. And yes, I know it's a live-action remake, and Disney is really hit and miss with those. I really enjoyed Jungle Book, didn't care much for Maleficent or Beauty and the Beast. There's also, of course, Aladdin and Dumbo, which I'm like, Tim Burton is still a weird pick for Dumbo for me, but that trailer, goddammit, did make me tear up. So I'm like, maybe you got something right there, Mr. Burton. Aladdin, I'm not sure because I mean, I like Will Smith, don't get me wrong, but it's going to be a tough act to follow with Robin Williams. That's just saying. It didn't matter who you got, whether it be Will Smith or somebody else. No matter who it was, it's a tough act to follow Robin Williams, sadly. So that was another thing. And Guy Ritchie's really hit and miss with me. I like some of his movies, and there are others like that King Arthur movie that made me go, ugh. So I'm really like half and half on that. But Lion King, yeah, I saw that trailer, and the fact that Jon Favreau, who also did the Jungle Book, is in it directing this, I'm really excited for. I really am happy that we got, James Earl Jones to voice Mufasa again. The trailer that came, which by the way, I wasn't even like, I was just watching football, and then out of nowhere that trailer comes out, and I'm like, wait, what the fuck? And oh my god, my sister, my dad, and I watched in awe of this trailer of how good the effects are. Like, they look like legit animals. Not to say, they didn't look like that in Jungle Book, but here, it's just, oh my god. I'm really excited for the cast. I really think it's a solid cast. All in all, I'm really in for that movie. The one thing I'm like wondering about is what they're gonna do with Scar, because I've been hearing like rumors that he's a white lion now. I don't know if that's true or not, because again, that was just a rumor. But everything else, I'm just like, yeah, sure, I'm in, totally, I'm in. Anyway. And also, Be Prepared has been taken out. One of the best villain songs ever, and it's been taken out. That's my one gripe with it. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. So, coming at number 7 is Hellboy. As much as I wanted to see Guillermo del Toro end his trilogy, I've been really interested in this film for a while. One, because, you got Dave Harbour as Hellboy, great actor, and I think he's a really great cast for it. And you also have, Neil Marshall. Neil Marshall is one of my favorite directors. He did The Descent and my favorite werewolf movie, Dog Soldiers, and he's promised a dark and violent film, which, again, that really fits Hellboy. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to a dark R-rated Hellboy film because we need some more R-rated superhero movies in our lives. So, yeah, totally. There's my number 7. My number 8 is going back to Disney. Is Toy Story 4. Now, honestly, my whole thing of perfect trilogies, you should have just ended it with Toy Story 3, but I was knowing the Disney machine, we were going to get a Toy Story 4. So, yeah. But the trailers I really enjoyed. And also having Key and Peele in the film, I was like, that's really funny. And I loved that trailer Key and Peele were in as Ducky and Bunny. I was like, to infinity and your mom! I was like, oh, this is gonna be funny. So again, I'm worried because this is a total cash grab, and I'm not alien to that. But you know, Toy Story, like, I'm really hoping they have a story to tell with Toy Story. That's my whole thing. So number 9 is Detective Pikachu. Yeah, when I saw this trailer, before I saw this trailer, the whole thing of, oh, really, Detective Pikachu, man. And then I saw the trailer, and I've been out of Pokemon for a while, but this made me go, oh my god, they actually look like Pokemon. Oh my god, like, they look great. Like, everyone in that movie looks great. The humor in that trailer alone was on point, and apparently it's a PG-13 film. So, technically speaking, Pikachu can say fuck once, and the fact that it's Ryan Reynolds just makes it all the more better. Yeah, Detective Pikachu is PG-13, not PG-13. That blew my mind. Also, apparently, Alex Hirsch, who was, of course, the creator of Gravity Falls, was on the staff for Detective Pikachu. Yeah. I'm in. And having Ryan Reynolds as the voice of Pikachu, and having all the Pokemon look like Pokemon, not have them be like, oh, we had to make them look realistic. They're fucking imaginary animals. Make them look as such. You know. Oh my god. So there you go. My number 9, Detective Pikachu. Anyway, moving on. My number 10. So, my number 10 is Captain Marvel. You know, another Marvel movie, closing it out. And I was kind of debating on, there were several other films, like, again, Spider-Man Far From Home, but I'm really curious to see how this is going to play out, and hopefully this will have some lasting effects on the Marvel Universe. I still think that this is going to be a lead-in to a Secret Invasion film, because this is the introduction of the Skrulls, and I'm also hoping for... maybe we could finally get a reference to Fantastic Four. Seriously, if we get a mention of, like, the Baxter Building, or we see a 4 somewhere, or see like, a ship or Cosmic Storm, I'm gonna lose my shit, alright? I'm just saying. I'm gonna lose my ever-loving shit in that theater if we get a reference to Fantastic Four. Just forewarning you now. And I'm pretty sure I won't be the only one losing my aforementioned shit in the film, in the theater, if we get any, like, after credit scene, a blue 4, I lose my shit. Anyway, so, moving on. So there are my top 10 films, most anticipated films of 2019. Like I said, I decided to go, from 1 to 10 instead of 10 to 1, because, yeah, I wasn't even going to try to hide it from you guys of what was my most anticipated. So, and once again, if you think a movie should have been higher or lower on the list, or not at all, that's totally fine. No ill will against you. This is just my personal list of how I'm anticipating them. And trust me, there are a ton of other movies I was really anticipating, but these are the ones that really caught my eye, and I'm really excited for. And again, there's a ton of other movies that I wanted to put on here. But yeah. So you guys tell me in the comments, and I'm always excited to know what are your 10 films you're most excited for in 2019. So you guys tell me in the comments below, what are your 10 most anticipated movies of 2019? Just comment below, let me know, and if you want to mention, like, your honorable mentions, that's totally fine too. I also want to know, like, why those movies are your most anticipated. So yeah, once again, just comment below, let me know. Once again, I hope you all enjoyed this, and I hope you all enjoyed this list. But yeah. Just comment below, let me know. It's the 3rd time now, and I'm out.